Hello and good afternoon, my Facebook family. My name is Angela, and welcome to Real Conversations. Our discussion today, I will be discussing Coach Talk. Coach Talk is one of the topics that I said I would be discussing, but today it will be on personal relationships. Again, this is Coach Talk, and this will be on personal relationships. So, the first thing when you deal with personal relationship starts with you. Again, let me repeat that. Your personal relationship starts with you. You may not understand what I'm saying, but as I continue to talking, you will understand further what I'm saying. But in order to get into a relationship, you have to evaluate you first and find out about yourself. So again, it starts with you. Personal relationship starts with you. So again, before you start any relationship with anyone, it starts with you. Meaning you have to find out who you are. You have to find out who you are first before you could enter into any relationship. And what it is that you, as an individual, as a person, like, what your dislikes are, what your future goals are as you go forward into the future. So, as you go on, moving on into the future of your life, you need to know what it is that you desire to do, meaning your passion, or whether it's some kind of career goal if you don't already have a career goal. So you need to know where you're going, where you're heading. The next thing, you have to love yourself. You're number one. So you have to love yourself before you could love anyone else. So you're number one. You have to love you. Again, you come before any anyone else. So if you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. Okay. Now, second area. If you don't know who you are, this is a question basically I'm asking. So you could ask yourself this question. If you don't know who you are, how are you going to seek someone, or else you will pick up just anyone? And the reason for this, again, is because you don't know who you are. And if you don't evaluate yourself to know who you are, again, you're just going to let anybody walk into your life. because you don't know who you are. And anybody could just walk off the street and walk into your life just to have a boyfriend or a man in your life. That's not good. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. So find out, sit and evaluate yourself and find out who you are. Don't be in a rush. Just find out who you are. Again, self evaluation is very important. Self evaluation is good. You want someone that are like-minded or similar or has similar goals as you or going in similar direction. You're not going to find anyone that is 100% like you. So at least once you evaluate yourself, know what you're doing and where you're going and your goals for the future, write some things down. Sit and write some things down. What you like to do, where you see yourself in the future. If you don't have a career wise, uh, um, some type of desires like that, and they have these boards. You could also um, forgot the name of it at the present time, but they have uh, boards you could put up if you do have like a future goal, like if you desire to have your own business. This board you could put it up, put it put it up, put that kind of business on there. Every day you're looking at it, it encourages you and draw you closer to what those goals are. Put a fire and a passion in your heart where you're heading. It's there. It's like written and you could see it and you go towards that. So again, seeking someone that has similar goals and similar desires and are like-minded. I'm going back to self-love again. Self-love. Again, you have to love yourself first before you can love anyone else. Because again, how can you give what you don't have? So if you don't love yourself, you cannot give love to someone else. Think about it. If you don't love you or you don't know how to love, you cannot pass it on to someone else. If you don't know how to love, you cannot give it. You cannot give what you don't have. I'm just gonna throw in a scenario here. It's like, say you're driving on the street, you stop at the red light. Someone is there asking for money to buy some food. But if you don't have the money, you have maybe a credit cards, but you don't have the cash and you don't have it. How can you give it? You just don't have it. So that's what I'm talking about. The next one, again, know your likes and dislikes. I'll share a little story with you about me. When I started out in my past relationships, I really I didn't know anything about relationships. I didn't know anything about relationships. I didn't know, you know, in hindsight, looking back now, it's like, oh my gosh, I was so, it seems so dumb when I look back. I didn't know anything about relationship. I was never taught at home. My parents never sit me down and talk to me about relationship, having a husband in the future. But all I saw at home, I know I had a good upbringing. My parents was together over 50 years, and I saw that and I wanted that. But I didn't know anything about relationship, that you need to have certain things, the communication skills and different things. I didn't know. So if you don't know, you just don't know. So over the years, with a lot of my failed relationship, I'm not blaming it really so much on my parents. Some of it, yes, as a dad, I feel like should have my dad should have sat me down and talked to me a little bit more about men. Because I saw their relationship looked so easy and they were always kind and loving to each other, no fighting, no arguing. And I said, with their ups and downs, they did it quietly, secretly. I never seen them fight. So uh, all I know as I grew up, I knew, I want something like that. I want a relationship similar to what I see my parents have. But wow, unbeknownst, I didn't know. I wouldn't, it would turn out bad, one failed relationship after another. So, y- yes, I've gained a lot of experience um, with bad relationships. And of course, I've learned from each one of them, I have learned a lot. But I would never wish anybody to go through some of the things that I've been through. So this is one of the reasons why the Lord put this in my heart to come and not only share my life stories, but to the many different things that I've gone through to come and consult and to help you guys out there. Because I know some of you have been in the situation where you probably had no home training, no parents or dad or mom or both to show you, to guide you, and nothing like experience. And as I said, this is experience talking. Even though it wasn't perfect, it's not perfect. Even now, it's not perfect. But because of the experience gain, whether good or bad, I've gained those experience. And nobody can tell you any better than a person that has some experience um, through life. So again, you know, as I said, I started off knowing nothing, but now have gained a lot of experience over the years. And I'm happy that I'm able to come here to share. And even if it's one person, even if it's just one person that I could help by talking and encouraging and advising, I'm happy just to help even just one person. But I know this will reach more than one person. Again, know your likes and dislikes, what you like and what you don't like. So when that person come into your life, they're showing certain signs of certain things. You're gonna not just be passive. You're not gonna be, you're gonna be bold and not afraid to tell them, no, I'm sorry, I don't like such. I don't like this or I don't like that. So So this is it for today on personal relationship. Um, and again, it starts with you. So I believe maybe if you guys like this, you could press the like button, put your comments, and subscribe on the channel if you like it. As I said, if you guys like what I'm saying and what I'm doing, and you put comments, especially if you want continuation of what you heard, then I will definitely have more discussion in these areas. So give me some comments, give me a like so I will know. So as I said, this would be part one, but as I said, I believe I will have more discussion on this, but it'll just continue into more of knowing now. Once you know and get to know you and know a little what to do, you could move on into the relationship, which I will give you in further detail, to look for and what not to look for, red flags, so on and so forth. I do have a few videos from last year that I put up that dealt with red flags and some other areas as well already. But as I said, as I just starting over again to continue, um, you know, again, as I said, it will it will be much better at this time. Me coming back um, with the different area again. This is Real Conversation. This is your host Angela, and this again is Coach Talk, and talking about personal relationship starts with you. Well, this is it for right now. Have a wonderful and a blessed evening. See you again soon. Bye bye now.